Hi everyone. In the previous video we have covered the virtual machines using Vagrant or Baker or and the gate hooks and a real world problem using the gate hook command. And today we're gonna cover a new topic to further enhance your workflow efficiency. The name of the tool is Ansible. So a quick word about Ansible is that Ansible is a task runner based on the SSH protocol. So if you look at this illustration below, you can imagine you have two virtual machines. One is the server in the left, and one is the application in the right. So in the left we have Ansible installed, and we can like run some Ansible commands to tell our application virtual machine to do a series of things. It's I think personally I think it's very much similar to Docker, but without the virtual machine, without the container part. So 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 our task here today is to have three servers, but we're gonna first focus on the two. So first is the first server, the first virtual machine is the application, and it contains it is just a box, empty virtual machine, but we're gonna run the Ansible playbook on the server virtual machine to run a series of commands on the app virtual machine. Okay, so if you look at the server virtual machine, we have a bunch of things. I have already in the command line interface, user interface, as you can see, in the left is the application virtual machine, and in the right is the server one. So we as you can see here, we have the app YAML, which is the Ansible playbook we're gonna run, and the inventory. If you would like to see here, we have two other virtual machines, one of which is the application that we talked before. Um, you would like to add this private key from that app virtual machine to this one to make the communication without further authentication. So as you can see here, I have stored all of the private keys in this keys folder. So um, if you let's take a look at the YAML file here. So the YAML file is basically just the playbook. It's Ansible playbook. It's gonna run a series of tasks here in the remote server, which is our application virtual machine. Okay, so we have specified the host name here and give it the privilege of a root user, and the series talks are listed here. As you can see here, we install Git and Maven using apt-get, and we clone the remote repo, and we install Java 8, MySQL, and start the MySQL service. And here we we add the configuration files um, to the application virtual machine using these two templates. And last, we configure the login user. And finally, we run the coffee maker application using Maven Spring Boot. Note that we use no hub here so that it doesn't hang up permanently. So let's run this. Vagrant, sorry. We're gonna run, yeah, Ansible. Yeah, we use Ansible playbook command and specify the YAML file and the inventory file we just look at. As you can see here, it's running in the coffee maker virtual machine, and it's running a series of the whole series of tasks, and we're done. As you can see here, we have run 12 tasks, and only one has changed, and we can use this remote IP address to access our applications in our local browser. So if we look at the port is 8080, sorry. Okay, here. As you can see here, we have the coffee maker application up and running. It's just the same application um, running here, but we doesn't give any command. We didn't give any command to it. We just run the playbook here, but it's essentially equal to running the application in the node server, in the application virtual machine. So the next thing we do is to add add a test runner virtual machine, which is equally the application virtual machine. So we're gonna give it a Maven test command so that it can run the test. Okay. So, but that's essentially equal to all of the things we have talked about before. So I'm gonna leave it out. So hopefully it's gonna be helpful. Mhm.